That was a quick 30.
I'll tell you later.
You still got 10 seconds.
Now we're up.
Wait, we on now?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Another episode of Turn Up the Mic. I'm Chris. To my right, I got Roy.
Hey, what's
to my
up?
right, I got Roy. We got Victor back.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah. We're good. I'm good.
I hear Victor, but not you.
Oh.
I hear clicking. I don't know what's going on. All right.
But yeah, so crazy week. We had some unities met. I've been watching Survivor this week, so things look a little different into the world to me.
Season or series? Because in there like a Survivor, different places.
I'm on season 52, episode like 10.
But where's it at? Isn't it like each place?
It's an island. It's an island.
Because sometimes isn't it? Or was that? Ever seen Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, when it first came out.
Because sometimes they'll throw them in the cold and then in the desert.
I'm surprised somebody died on there.
That's when
how do you get away with that?
Well, it's like, I mean, you sign your life away, and it's like it's not our fault. They can tap out. Yeah. That's the whole point of the show. Tap out till you can.
I guess, but yeah, I've been watching Survivor, so I've been looking at a lot of different manipulation tactics. People forming bonds and stuff. And that leads me to the Drake and Kanye.
You know who's a big fan of those shows that talks about like the manipulation, all that? Antonio, because he's a big fan of Survivor and it's what's it called? Not Big Brother, but that show where they put people in the house. Is it Big Brother?
I think it is.
Yeah, he even auditioned for it.
He did?
Yeah,
for real?
Yeah, because they had San Antonio audition, so he auditioned for it.
Do you think he would have been mad if they didn't pay him? Because there's a prize on there, I assume, right?
Knowing Antonio, nah, he wanted the lights, the camera,
Like, what if they just edited him out altogether?
You
think he'd be upset about that?
Yeah, who would be pissed?
I mean, somebody that doesn't pay their debts, I would assume.
I quit my job and you edit me out?
I mean, if you don't pay your debts, I mean, it's what karma's called.
He even showed me, like, he asked HR what happens.
Yeah.
Can he get, like, extended leave for a show or something?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be a good Big Brother cast member.
Yeah. That's a weird name, because isn't Big Brother like the program for kids?
I don't know. When I was introduced to it, it was the show.
It was the show.
That one with the lady. But as I was trying to segue, the Drake and Kanye concert happened, and how do you think that went? It was the free Larry Hoover concert. It was just them two though the entire time, right?
Yep.
You watched it. I was sleeping. It came on at what, 1 a.m.?
Came on at 11:30.
How do you it was a concert for free Larry Hoover and it was streamed and stuff, but my thing is, like, how are you gonna like get people to be aware of it if you're airing it when we're sleeping?
I would think, isn't it for like the admission there went to proceeds of something?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's where.
Did you see people in the stands?
It was packed.
Where was it at?
The Coliseum.
AT&T Stadium. Freeman?
No, the LA Coliseum.
Oh, okay. Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Were they on stage together?
Very, very short period of time.
Okay.
They didn't do a song together.
It
was like a minute before Drake took over. He came on stage for like a minute, just like hyping Kanye up, and then Kanye got down, and then Drake went on there.
Okay.
And then when Kanye came back on to finish his set, he went there like a minute with Drake and hyped him up. Then Drake got off.
Was Kanye like contained where he was just like mainly performing, or did he go off on like rambles?
He performed. Like,
really?
This was like a concert that I would want to see. Like, he played all the hits. He actually went in like catalog order, basically.
Okay.
So from the beginning,
like album order.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he kind of went to all the way till right before Life of Pablo. Then Drake came on, and then when Kanye went back up, he started out like Life of Pablo and on.
Who did the most songs?
Was Kanye.
Okay. So
Drake, I was disappointed in Drake's performance because I wanted because I didn't know what I was expecting. But when Kanye made it like a greatest hits performance, that's what I wanted.
Isn't that what all concerts are? Usually, when an artist has a big catalog, they can like do that.
Not really. They throw in greatest hits, but like it depends on the tour you're going to. All the tours that I went to that are for the album, they cover like 60% of the album and then like their biggest hits, but not like all their greatest hits. It's just their biggest hits and then like the album.
But could you see why it was different for Kanye because he just put out Donda and he just had like 3 listening parties for one album, and how it would have been kind of repetitive to do that
It
versus
wouldn't have
just
been. I mean, the choir did the most of like the Donda style,
Mhm.
but I wanted something else from Drake. Like Drake did his thing, it was good, but
Yeah.
it was a CLB concert.
So he just did mainly the CLB songs?
That's all. And like he
Nice.
got pretty dragged through Twitter and everywhere he got
Yeah.
dragged. Like
Good.
they're like, how like it was supposed to be. It wasn't a CLB concert.
Okay.
Um,
He didn't do
it
one
was
song from any other album.
no, he did,
Okay.
but that's it. But it was a CLB. Like
Yeah.
it was just like I was like he got pretty dragged through the media in all the threads I was in. Like he got pretty dragged everywhere. Even like the Drake fans are
Mhm.
like the whole time they're like not bashing Kanye, but they're like, all right, Kanye's warming up for Drake, and then
It's,
um, and then even when Drake came on,
yeah.
like 3 songs in, they're like, where's the hits? Like even they were like that.
Yeah. So were you expecting like a versus style concert then?
No,
So what were you expecting from Drake?
since it wasn't COB or a Donda party, I mean a Donda listening party, like you said,
Yeah.
I expected in a concert that you want to put awareness out there, like you said.
Yeah.
Normally, you play for the fans your hits, like you said, just like you said.
I don't
You
know
can't go
that.
back in what you just said.
I said that for a concert about awareness. I said that verbatim.
No, you said
Okay.
for
So why you say I said
awareness, you
that
want to
then?
wait, raise awareness,
Yeah.
and you said, "Aren't concerts usually the greatest hits?"
I
That's what
said
you
if
just
you
said.
have
Then
a I said if you have a catalog, then don't people normally perform songs from other
yeah,
albums? Yeah.
doesn't Drake fit in that?
It's not his concert though.
Doesn't
He was a feature artist. So no, I
he
don't think
wasn't a
so.
feature? He was a guest. Big difference. A feature means you're on
Okay.
stage for a little bit, like you collab with him. He had his own 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. That's a
So a
whole
guess
set list.
so a guess is
40 minutes is that means you're on the ticket.
so
That's your time.
a guess is 40 minutes to you, right?
No, what do you mean?
What was Drake in your opinion?
It was co-headlining.
So you
That's what it
said guess
was.
you saying Drake was a guest and not a feature, which doesn't make sense to me. And you're basically saying a guess is what,
Well,
40 minutes?
you're misusing the word feature. Feature is like in a collaboration on a song. When it comes to concerts, there's no features. There are
So if you have a
guests and stuff.
headliner,
Yes,
the
and
person underneath you isn't
it's no,
isn't featured on the
they're
headliner?
just on the bow. They're one of the acts.
I think we just have a different opinion of what the word is. But it wasn't Drake's concert in my opinion, so I don't think Drake's going to go all out to play every one of his songs.
I'm not asking everyone. Damn, give me 5, give me 3,
How many did he give you that were not on his album? Because you said
1,
so you wanted 2 more.
at least something.
How long was Kanye's set?
Man, I don't even remember because it was a long time. I think the first time was I can't even guess. I was watching it.
And Drake's was
I
like
think it started 11:35 ish and it was over 1 something,
so Drake's was like 40 minutes
like 30, 40 minutes.
and
I'm
Kanye's was
guessing times because
hours.
I wasn't like thinking the Ghana's probably like an hour.
I mean, if Kanye's thing is twice as long, I would assume that he has more time to play more stuff and it's his concert. So
You're really making excuses for Drake.
I'm giving you my
So
perspective.
you're saying for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
What was the reason Drake had to play just COB?
Because they're the newer songs.
That makes sense. So what was the reason for Kanye not playing his new stuff?
Because he had more time to play a lot more songs, I assume. He didn't play any Donda songs?
No, yeah, he played on his own.
So why did you say that? What's the excuse that he didn't play it?
He played 1.
He only played one Donda song?
2. He played Come to Life, and then I forgot the other one. I don't think he played it, but I think the music was on as he was transitioning between songs.
And then, like I said, it makes more sense to me why. I mean, Kanye just had 3 listening parties for one album, and then if you have a concert, I mean, that would be 4 concerts.
Completely
with the
disagree. People
I know
like
that's
Drake,
what I'm saying. We disagree, but I just
people like
see it
Drake and
differently.
Kanye, those songs in their repertoire, they know them by heart. Drake could have gone in there and done any song.
I'm not saying that he doesn't remember the songs. I'm saying that if you're an artist, you want to do something different. From Kanye's perspective, in my opinion, if he just had 3 listening parties for one album and he has this concert, he's not going to do majority of the songs.
No.
If it's Drake, in my opinion, and he has a new album out and and it's not his concert, I mean, I'm gonna do more of the songs that are the newer
As many
songs.
concerts that I've been to, that's exactly the opposite of how people do it.
Okay.
Because what people do, as you said, Drake is the guest, right?
Okay.
Whenever you're on the ballot for somebody and you're the guest,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10 or more, you play your hits because you want the crowd to be interactive because you know they're not there for you, so you want to play the songs that they know.
Okay. So you're saying they didn't know CLB songs?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying how it
So what
normally
are you
works.
saying then? You're saying you're not saying that, but then you're saying something else.
I'm not saying they
confused.
didn't know the songs. It's Drake. They knew most of the
So
songs.
he's playing songs that they knew.
There was definitely songs they didn't know because he would. It was kind of funny. It was funny. He would go put the mic to the crowd,
Yeah.
and no one sung back.
You didn't hear anybody.
Nah, like it was quiet.
Okay.
It was quiet. Watch the replay. It was quiet
Yeah.
at times, and then sometimes they sung back. Like they
Yeah.
did it for Too Sexy.
Yeah.
They did it for was it 7 a.m. or what's that one?
It's Bridal Path?
Is it?
I don't know.
I thought it was 7 a.m. in the song title or something.
I think it's 7 a.m. on Bridal Path
Yeah,
or something like that.
So that like they sung it back.
Yeah.
But there was a couple where he put it to the crowd, and the crowd was like, it was pretty quiet.
Yeah, but I think it's hard to like compare them to your experiences because you're saying at concerts that you've gone to. So like, can you give me like one concert that you've gone to that you can like compare it
to the amount of the
where it was
where you were talking about like people this popular, or you mean just in general?
No, just like in your opinion, where you went to a concert where it was 2 acts and it was this type of like this person had an hour and this person had like 40 minutes.
Lots of them, like a lot of the rock shows I've been to.
Like for example,
Hawthorne Heights and Emory.
Okay, so for them, when you went to that concert, they played a lot of their hits, like from their other albums and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other act did too.
Yeah.
So did they have an album that just came out?
Yes.
Did they have 3 listening parties?
I know Hawthorne Heights had 2.
2 listening parties building up to that concert.
Building up to their tour. Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand the whole like complaint about how Drake only plays Certified Lover Boy and Kanye didn't.
I mean, I'm not in the minority here. It's pretty spread on, and like I said, I'm not saying Drake's performance was bad. It was good.
Right.
I just it wasn't a CLB concert, so I expected like normally people play most of their hits. It was just an expectation that wasn't met.
Yeah, but I can see both sides. I can see why Donda wasn't mainly played, and I can see why Certified Lover Boy was. That is my opinion. But
did you watch it, Victor?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. It
we
was
didn't even ask
super
Victor if he
cinematic.
watched
What'd
it.
you think of the whole thing?
I was like pretty taken aback by like the visuals of it all, like the whole camera work.
Yeah.
And I found out today that they had like the same cinematographer, or whatever, like director of photography that did the Joker movie.
Really?
He was like the director of the
Was
the
he
last
supposed-
Joker movie?
Was he supposed to be on the moon? What was he supposed to be on? Like it was like a elevated platform, but it gave me like.
Have y'all seen the movie Dune?
No.
Or it gave me
I've
like
seen
sci-fi
clips.
like Dune vibes because
That's
it was
that
foggy.
new one, right?
Yeah.
It looked like he was like on a sand hill or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of like light colored. It
It looked like an inverted like crater.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
So, what would you think of the sets then?
So I caught the end of it. When I started watching it, it was the middle of Drake doing his thing, and it was a lot of like CLB songs.
Mhm.
I thought it was cool, but by the time I was like really listening to it, it was wrapping up, and that's when Kanye was kind of like, "Let's do as many as we can before this is over." I heard
said
him
that?
like rushing Mike Dean, like play another one, play another one.
Yeah.
He was like trying to get him to cut off like some of like the swear words in some songs that he was
Mhm.
emitting. I thought that was kind of funny, but
Like his old songs?
yeah,
Okay.
So, if you started there, then you started hearing Kanye The Life of Pablo, because his first song after Drake was Ultralight Beam.
Are you surprised that he played his old songs? Because they, now that I think about it, do have like
He didn't
swearing. Are you surprised that he played them though?
No, they're in his catalog.
Yeah.
I think as an artist, that's what he did. He adapted. He omitted the cuss words and stuff.
What about the sexualization songs?
He played Gold Digger. He played.
Man, going through a divorce, I wouldn't play Gold Digger. That's
that
just
was funny.
me.
No, that was funny. I was laughing when he said when he did not do the part. If you ask for a white girl, I mean a white boy. He didn't do that part.
That gets spot on. I wouldn't have played Gold Digger.
So when he got to my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Yeah,
he did Runaway, of course.
Runaway is a good song.
A lot of people were hyped up with that.
For Runaway,
Yeah, well, when he got to that era,
was it the piano part?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he didn't have it on stage.
Oh.
Yeah. But I told my wife, man, this is gonna be perfect if he does Devil in New Dress. But I'm like, that's too title heavy for I don't know what he like where he's at space wise.
He talks about the devil in Donda though.
He does, but like he talks about it in a different way than like I think that song approaches it.
Rick Ross is on there too, though.
But he didn't do that song. He did like probably 3 off every album. Like it was like it surprised a lot of people because I think we're expecting Donda.
Okay.
And then he started out from the beginning, and then you just see people are like, okay, and then like, oh, like shit, like classic, and then like you just saw everyone just like we didn't expect this, like it was just like everything.
I don't think Kanye has a catalog that's like surprising anybody. We know like
no, I think you know what I'm saying, he did the catalog,
but the fact that like if he sings a song, I feel like it's pretty world renowned that we know these songs.
Oh,
you know, like
Flashing Lights, like even Kenny in the chat, I'm gonna lose if he did Flashing Lights, and like 2 minutes later he did it. Like,
because there's some artists like going back to verses where they play songs, you're like, man, I forgot he had that song.
Yeah,
like Kanye has an unforgettable category or catalog.
He does. Like it's very
and it's fresh.
It's I'm not gonna say timeless, but it's still
fresh.
Because we haven't been like that long since his catalog, but it still holds. It still holds its value. That's
like,
what I'm saying.
A decade,
as of right now, still holds its value.
So it's timeless as of right now.
I mean, if you put that on there, we feel old. You know, like
I guess
early 30s, and we're saying the word timeless for our generation.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
But I think it just shocked everybody. But of course, like you knew everything, and then the like social media, and then the crowd's reaction. You can tell they were not expecting that either. Even the because when the Donda Choir came out, or not Donda Choir, Sunday Service came out,
he paid them.
They're
good.
They started doing like Donda stuff, and then they did Adele. I was like, oh shit, they did.
You said Adele. They did Adele. So what does that mean? Did they sing like the Adele song?
Yeah, they did Easy on Me.
Really?
Yeah,
that is dope.
It was dope.
Did y'all think Adele was coming out?
No, I didn't expect her to be there.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, Adele is very well. Maybe for a benefit concert, maybe. Yeah. But she's very notorious. She does not like doing shows.
She did a show where a dude like proposed to his wife.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She said that numerous times. Remember, she got rid of her touring company because she don't like doing shows, and that's a big reason why she's doing residency now. Because she don't like touring. She's just not. She said she doesn't like traveling like that. She just wants to be in one place.
Yeah, I get it. Especially if you got to drive. I'm not.
Well, she got kids too, so
she got a kid.
She got a kid. Yeah,
you throw them in the car.
Yeah, nobody was. But they did Easy on Me. Oh shit! I was like,
yeah. Was it random?
I don't think it was random because I could have sworn Sunday Service. I heard a clip of them doing it before. No, yeah, Kanye did it at a Sunday Service like a couple weeks ago.
Okay,
so it wasn't that, but just to see it live, I was like, oh shit! Like what's? So I thought they were going with the whole church thing because that's the way they started.
Okay.
And then it's just kind of, and then what surprised me is that he didn't bring in the Sunday Service till like the end. Okay. So they weren't there till the end again till he.
So that's when Donda got played.
That's when he did Come to Life.
Okay.
And then he and it wasn't even planned because he went on the mic. He's like, "Oh, I need the choir. Bring them in." So then that's when you heard them starting.
It wasn't planned, but they were there.
I mean, where are they gonna go?
I mean,
who knows? It was unexpectedly planned.
Okay. What else was I gonna ask? So I heard that he didn't really talk about freeing Larry Hoover.
No one, not even Drake. No one did.
Like,
at least compared to Drake, at least Kanye was more geared up in it. He had it on his back, the shirt that they're selling now.
It said, the baby blue one,
and he also had it on his jeans.
Okay.
Yeah, free Hoover.
The big ones.
Yeah, on his jeans. Drake. I don't remember if Drake had it the hoodie or not. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was definitely more noticeable on Kanye because especially with the blue jeans.
Who dressed better?
Drake. because
Yeah.
Drake was in regular attire, like jeans and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Kanye had like the jeans with
Big-
the big boots,
Big
Yeah,
everything.
I even said those boots ain't
He wears
it.
a quadruple
but-
XL.
And then his shirt had a weird like cut on the bottom. It
Yeah.
was like a boot cut on the shirt.
On his shirt?
Because it like hung.
Yeah.
It was more like feminine style to me.
Yeah.
But it was, I wouldn't say advertised, but it was like the words were there. But neither of them actually mentioned that I can remember mentioned it in the show.
So I don't know. I guess I gotta watch it to get an idea. So if I hear like Free Larry Hoover, I'm thinking they're gonna be like throughout sets bringing in awareness, talking about him, saying, hey, justice system, every now and then, and then go to a new song,
But
it just sounds like it was just a concert.
I didn't do the research on it because it was pretty quick. Was it a benefit
Was it
concert or
quick?
awareness concert?
I've been hearing about it for a while.
I mean, hearing it compared to it being actually scheduled, it was pretty quick.
It wasn't surprised that it happened though.
So was it a benefit or an awareness?
Like,
Because there's two different things.
I hate your little logic thing. Was it a benefit or
There's
whatever?
a difference. A
Not
benefit
really.
concert is strictly there to raise money.
So they're not going to talk about him?
Where I don't think they care. They got the money for them.
It
They got
doesn't
the
make
money
sense to
for
me.
the family.
Either way, it goes towards getting him free, whether it be a benefit, a chicken sale, whatever you want to reword it as.
You do a plate sale.
Yeah, in my opinion, I feel like
those are popular down here.
I feel like if it was a concert like that, then they should have at least talked about it more,
Yeah.
But I haven't watched the concert, so.
Do you remember them mentioning it at all, Victor?
Nah, not that I remember. Like from anything I saw, even at the end, like I feel like that's when you would,
He's
remind the crowd what they're there for.
Thank
but
y'all for coming out, Free Larry Hoover.
They just stopped and walked off. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like,
Huh?
it was so. I think, and then like,
Was it in a pamphlet? Like you open your
I wasn't
pamphlet?
there. I don't know.
Drake, Kanye,
So
Free Larry Hoover.
I think you got like at least one iconic thing of like both of them walking down together. Kanye and
the
Drake.
stairs.
Yeah, big ass walk because they're coming from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
So walking down the stairs and then like legitimately both of them are hype. Like you see Drake hype. He like congratulates Kanye, not like the handshake and stuff, and then like on stage, Drake, publicly said, he basically said we didn't have time for the beef, like it, and he said Kanye has one of the best catalogs and he's one of my idols.
That's true.
And we all knew this, but I think it was just like that just solidifies that hopefully there is no beef or anything moving forward with them.
Yeah.
And it just kind of puts like, man, they need some collabs together.
I don't think so.
I want some collabs between them.
I'm good. I don't really see it.
But you always find ways to like just.
I'm just saying. I don't.
At Kanye somehow.
How you said they need a collab? I said I don't see it. I didn't say he doesn't need Kanye. I said collectively, I'm good. I don't need it.
Kanye. I said I want a collab.
Yeah, I'm saying
neither of them need each other musically.
I'm good off a collab. That's not insulting Kanye directly. I'm just saying I don't
Your
need
smirk says otherwise.
How?
Your smirk.
You're acting mad ladylike. I
bro,
see it in your face.
Smirk, bro.
Like,
because I know the way you talk about Kanye.
It's okay.
I'm calling you.
Oh, I don't got an aux cord. Is this mic hooked up right here, or this headphone?
Yeah, but you put it by the microphone.
All right, hold on. Hello, this is Chris from Turn Up the Mic.
Hey, yo, what's going on, baby?
All right, I gotta go. It wasn't gonna go to anyway, but yeah, I don't.
15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been a good. It would have been. I'm not really looking forward to the song.
No reason.
Yeah, all right, goodbye then. But yeah, so that's good that they squashed their beef.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple of albums that dropped.
Good amount of albums this week.
Yeah, Tory Lanez Alone at Prom. That was the sleeper one for me. I did not expect it to be so good. Did you listen to it?
Which one?
Tory Lanez.
That was easily the drop of the week.
Yeah, it was the best album. Album of the week.
It was very surprising how well he blended the era. I'm gonna say blended because it was very modern 80s. If that makes sense to you, like modern 80s. It was 80, but like
say modern, but
like you can tell it was 80s made today.
Duh.
like modern 80s.
Man, stop talking in parallelograms.
How?
Like, okay, we know it was made today. Like, what are you talking about?
Because it had some good influences.
Oh
from
my
today
God.
beat-wise.
But yeah, it was a good album. It had an 80s theme. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus. Only 3 people stuck out, well, including him, that stuck out to me for this type of genre. The Weeknd did it.
Yep.
Dua Lipe did it. Nostalgia. I was
Mhm.
bumping that for like a week. But I think out of all of them, this one was the best like way to do it. He captured that sound so well.
Yeah, and I think it has to do a lot with musically, The Weeknd is pretty much there where Tory Lanez was musically.
Yeah.
But I think Tory Lanez had some type of he had the most work with his voice.
Yeah.
Like the effects on it or something.
Yeah.
It just blended
It
better
was
with the music.
produced way well.
Yeah, like The Weeknd's voice is the voice.
Yeah, it wasn't. He didn't mask it. He didn't fade
Yeah.
into the song, the beat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Dua Lipe, I think she just remastered the songs into
Yeah.
like an 80s theme. So it was cool, but it wasn't like this level of like.
Nah. This is
work.
really good. It surprised me as soon as I heard the first song, what it's called, Enchanted something.
Yeah.
Before I went to the second, I repeated that shit.
Yeah. I've listened to this album like 12 times.
I've listened to it like 3.
Yeah, I've listened to it since it came out.
Yeah, my 2 favorite easily are the Enchanted, whatever the word is, Enchanted, and the Color Violet.
My favorite one right now is the I don't even like listening, like remembering titles. It's the interlude one. That
Midnight
little
interlude, whatever.
Yeah, that's like my favorite one right now. But they're all pretty good.
Color Violet, that one was like, she took my heart and filled it with pain. I was like, damn, like the way he sung it, like it was really good.
And
I was like, damn.
At times he sounded like Chris Brown when he would do the vibrato thing. And then
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like it because he had that very high pitched voice when he sings.
But it's the effects.
Yeah,
that
I was like,
that
okay.
made it. It's always listenable, but made me listen to it for the whole album.
Yeah,
because normally like that high pitched stuff is a couple songs.
Yeah,
but the way that they vocalized it, like easily the whole album.
Yeah, so this one was great. There was no skips for me. I gave this one a 10.
There was no skips. Give it a 9.
Of course you did, because he's black.
Nah,
I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah,
you censor that.
How's that censored? It should be what?
Go ahead. Why'd you give it a 9?
There was just replay value. I think is going to be there, but there will be like 2 or 3 songs I would leave off on the replay. Like
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of the what's it called? Badman, something of a Badman.
Yeah, something Batman. I like that song. That was my favorite
then,
song before the interlude.
The Pluto, what's it called?
No.
Pluto Comet.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2. After the second listen, I skipped those 2.
Like you gave it a 9 based off of in the future. Like that's not fair.
It's not the future because
you said here. I'm gonna eventually not like these songs.
I already skipped those on replays.
Okay.
I skipped those songs on replay.
Right. But yeah, I gave it a 10. I can't deny this man's talent.
It's a 9, bro. That's way more than I thought I was gonna give him.
And like before I listened to it, I was like, I shouldn't listen to it. But then I was like, he's still on trial. Innocent until proven guilty. So I was like, okay, I'll listen.
He's still on trial?
I think so, yeah. I don't think the verdicts came out yet.
I thought he was found.
I think he just keeps appealing it or whatever, kicking it down the road.
Or was the original appeal denied? So now there's a trial.
I think he's on probation. He's not on probation. I think he's on bail or something like that.
Can he just like go, like, I mean, not being funny, but can he just go back to Canada and be done with it?
Then he'd be on the run. No,
it's his home country.
Like he has a trial here.
From here.
He has a warrant. Like I don't know.
They're gonna serve it in Canada.
I think he's probably like he probably has like a, what do you call a Canadian card? Like a red card? I don't know.
What do you mean, a citizenship?
Yeah, like
a Canadian
visa
card?
I don't know.
He probably has a travel visa?
Yeah, he probably has something like Drake has. So yeah, I don't think he wants to like get that ruined. It's US baddies.
Only stream concerts now.
Yeah.
NFTs.
Yeah, this is a good album. I definitely liked it.
Yeah, it's gonna be the one that I replayed absolute most from this week.
And then Juice WRLD dropped Fighting Demons. It wasn't sad for me. It was more of like, damn, I feel uncomfortable listening to it.
Yes, it was uncomfortable. And it wasn't, I don't know about sad, but it was like it puts like your mind in a thought process. To like, bro, he's singing, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
He's already passed, and like the drugs, cocaine. It's just like it was very like like heavy.
And then Eminem came on there.
I was surprised.
I wasn't too surprised because when I was listening to the songs, I was like, damn, Eminem was talking about how great of a rapper he was.
Yeah.
And then
I was curious on their relationship because their first collab was what Godzilla.
Monster? Oh no, yeah, Godzilla.
Right.
But Eminem was always praising him about how like well he could rap and stuff like that, and how he's a fan. And then I heard the interlude or whatever came on. I was like, damn. And then Eminem was talking about his freaking addictions. I was like, fuck. Then I started thinking about that. I was like, damn, what if we lost Eminem?
And I don't follow him. You know I don't. So I didn't know that about him.
Yeah. It was basically his albums basically reflect where he was at in life.
No, I know that, but I didn't know that it was that like near death.
It was that bad.
He said he had to learn how to walk or something again.
Yeah, for like
I was like
3 months or something.
I was like, I didn't know that shit happened.
I didn't know that. He kept that shit under wraps.
Like we're so literally after that, I didn't have time, but I put in like in my mind, I want to go find that interview. I want to listen to it.
I don't think it existed, did it?
What somewhere
I thought that was for this album.
I don't know.
It felt like it. It felt like it fit for addictions.
And then it kind of got heavy again when because Juice WRLD had 2 speeches on here, or they're called speeches.
The one with his mom on there too, right?
One was an actual like
sorry.
Damn, you're disrespectful today.
I didn't know who was gonna hit you.
First you hang up on Johnny, then you do that.
My phone died.
Yeah.
I had to say it on wax.
What do you call it? So the first one was actually him talking. The second one was more like a poem rap, which I liked a lot. That was like one of my favorites off it.
I like the first one because I followed him a little bit after a while because I wasn't a fan of him at first.
Yeah,
it took me a while to like grow from to grow me.
I think his music's good. I just wasn't a fan of like content like that much.
Oh my god, there you go with these double lelograms again. That's 3.
You don't think his beats are like his beats are good? He's always had good beats.
His beats are okay. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, damn, I need to get that sample. I like his raps are really good. Songs. I heard that he freestyles most of his songs too.
I can see that.
And like how frustrating people would get because he was that good.
Like Lil Wayne back in the
nah.
I guess I never wrote shit down. I just went in.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I like the one when he was talking about I think it was him or his mom talking about money and how he just bought her a house and he came and just saw it.
I think that was called Reconcile or something.
And that really that made me think of like how he was when I was following him and like researching him and like just looking up how he was. He didn't seem like somebody that was like invested in having a lot of money, you know? That just came with what he did.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Mm-hmm. But I like it. I like the album. It was going to be my favorite album of the week, but then I heard Tory Lanez, which was a good order, by the way, because this is a hard album to listen to.
Yeah. And it was and it's especially because it was the longest one of the week. This was basically like an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm like, like
I
went from like 35 minutes of 80s.
Yeah.
No, I went from Tory Lanez to Ross to Juice WRLD.
Damn. So I went to Ross, Juice WRLD. No, I think I did Juice WRLD, Ross, and then Tory Lanez.
Because when I started listening, I had like 34 minutes to kind of get ready for work. So I'm like, okay, that's just enough time to listen to Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
And then so I went in that order. But it was
it's heavy.
It was 3 different varied albums too this week. So
yeah.
It was interesting because it was that, but
I gave this one an 8.
I gave this one an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm gonna listen to it again. Album wise, there's songs off it, but album wise, I don't know if I'll replay the whole album.
Nah, I can't replay the whole album because of the content. Mm-hmm. But what he's saying is different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a heavy album. I gotta be like listening to 6 Lack and then listen to that. I just can't do like depression and then addiction music.
What album is this? What's it called? The
Postmortem?
Yeah, Postmortem. Is that the word? I thought it was Postmornius or something.
No.
Okay,
You said Posthornium?
No, him.
Okay.
Number 2 or 3?
I didn't. If I was to guess, I would say it's 2.
Do you think there's a
for him
limit?
No.
Just keep.
Man, ask Diddy. Ask Diddy if there's a limit. There was like what 12 Biggie albums that he put out in different variations.
Tupac's had more,
but nah, I don't think there's a limit until you run out of hard drive. I guess.
I just feel like who's putting. because we don't know, being the outside, right? We don't know how put together these albums work.
Okay.
Like from Juice World's point of view, right? It like who's do they want to keep that theme, so they're putting songs together to put that theme down for him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did he have other styles of music, but since this is what he's known for, this is what they're doing? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what they have in the vote.
I would make a guess that he didn't have a lot of like different variations of music, and if he did, it was kind of similar to this. So for Juice WRLD, I don't think it would be hard to like put out an album for his sound, because it wasn't like he was making concept
they're still
albums.
picking the songs, the order, which ultimately delivers the theme and the message.
Yeah. Did Pop Smoke put out an album?
Yeah.
A second one? No. Okay. I don't know why I felt like he was featured on one that came out the like other week. But yeah, I gave this one an 8. And then
its features did die down a little bit on this one.
Yeah, I guess
the first one, the first postpartum.
Yeah. And then Ross dropped Richer Than I Ever Been. I expected a little more. I thought it was gonna be a cloth to talk album.
Kind of what I told you. It's like, I'm not shitting on the album. It was a good album. I just expected more. I just expected more from Ross. Like, this is an average Ross album.
Yeah. I wouldn't put this one as like his top 5 or anything like that.
No, not at all. It's average.
I thought the first couple of songs are really good, and then it starts to
really die down,
drop off. I think it comes from like adding rappers that aren't popping or like that aren't lyrical. If you put like, no offense to Florida people, put like a couple of Floridians on the album, it's gonna represent what it is, you know?
Florida.
I would have wanted more people on there that talk about like content, you know? Even Benny the Butcher would have been good on here, but we didn't get that. I felt it was mid. It was a mid album.
You didn't hear Benny?
He was on here?
Yeah.
He wasn't on here. I didn't hear Benny on Richer Than I Ever Been.
Yeah, he was on here.
Damn, I didn't hear him. I don't remember.
I mean, are you playing right now?
No, I'm dead serious.
Why would you say his name and he was on
because
here?
This feels like he starts the song with the guy that sells cocaine. So I was like, okay, we're doing a cocaine thing. Pusha T or Benny, who's going to be on here?
Benny was on here.
Damn, maybe I got to re-listen to Benny then. Because I don't remember hearing him.
He was like the 3rd or 4th song.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Are you sure?
Look it up.
I got to look at it. But nah, this album wasn't that great for me. It was mid.
That was the best song to me because I like Benny. Nah. So,
what was the song? There was a song on there that was like, this song is good, but I feel like John Legend should have been on it.
Oh, that had to been.
I think the one with the dream.
Yeah, Little Havana.
Like, my guy, why is the dream on this album, dude?
Marathon was good.
How old is this album? But nah, overall it was mid. I gave it a 6. Yeah, it wasn't that great. I probably won't listen to all of it again, but it was okay.
2 songs made a place for me. Marathon, and then the one with Benny, which is Real Estates.
Yeah,
or Rapper Estate, something like that.
I gotta re-listen. I feel like I was forcing myself to like the first one with the cocaine guy because it was a new Ross song. But I mean, after a couple of listening,
did he say in there how long he's been in prison, or is he out?
Nah, he's definitely not out.
Because he's like, I got 27 years.
Yeah, if somebody says
30 billion, but it's worth it. I'm living my best life.
He said something. He said because
my best life is ahead of me, or something.
He said because he has honor, his best life's ahead of him. I mean, if you're a drug dealer, cool. That's your perspective. If I'm a citizen, I'm snitching. My best life is gonna be my free life. I'm not gonna be in there.
Why'd you have to go to snitching? Like, it wasn't even a topic.
Because that's for me what he said when he was like honor and stuff. Because of that, I thought my best days are ahead of me. So he gonna be in jail for a while.
This is what I thought. Because of what I did, my family, and then when I'm out, eventually we're taken care of because they got money somewhere hidden.
I'm not about to do no treasure hunt. No, I'm good.
For him, his family, they know where it's at.
I'm sure they do. But yeah, speaking.
What's his name again, Frank? Or
I don't know. And he said, "I appreciate you keeping my name in your music
for 2 decades." He said.
I was like, "Damn, who's Ross been talking about?" I don't off the top of my head, I don't remember any songs where he's talking about this guy.
I think it's just the
references.
The references.
When he was like moving weight off the iPhone, we supposed to associate it with this guy?
Does he know what an iPhone is?
I mean, but yeah, I feel like I was forcing myself to like that song. But yeah, I gotta re-listen to that Benny song. Did Benny rap?
Yeah.
Did he sound like Pusha T?
He sounded like Benny.
He
sounded like Griselda.
So just him and another artist. There's only 2 people on that label.
He's a former judge. Yeah, it's Willie Falcon.
Falcone.
Falcone.
First thing I thought of was The Dark Knight. Falcone.
He's been released already.
Oh, damn.
He's 66. He's been released.
Your best days, my guy.
He got released with 30 mil somewhere. I mean, 30 billion, they said.
Okay.
He said 30 billion.
Okay, good luck depositing that in cash. Like, okay,
hey, cash
guys.
still takes.
Okay.
Bro, that's a lot of Bitcoin.
Like, hello.
That's a lot of Bitcoin.
I'd like to deposit 20 billion, please. Okay, here's the necessary
no one
papers.
will ask if you got it in Bitcoin.
I mean, it's over 600 several times, so I'm sure Joe wants to know.
Hey, but you know what? Shout out to Congress. They denied that bill.
Oh, for the
They
600?
denied it.
For some reason, I thought it got passed.
Nah, it got denied.
I was
They
mad.
threw that out.
I was mad skeptical.
No, it was proposed. I think it passed the first house, but not the second.
There's only one house, Roy.
I mean, the House of Representatives and the Senate, right? The House of Representatives first and the Senate.
You ain't gotta say House of Representatives. We know.
Okay, the House.
Yeah.
It passed in the Senate or something. Well, it got declined somewhere.
It got stopped.
Somewhere it got
It was
stopped.
like, get this
They
shit out of
looked-
here.
they
You know what this means?
600.
Yeah.
I can't pay people off.
Like, you know how many seconds I make that? But yeah, nah. But yeah, it was mid album. So shout out to Ross for that.
Yeah.
And then before we get to Travis Scott, I guess we could cover some sports. You got some pick'ems for basketball?
Yeah, I got a couple of games I was looking at this week that we can pick for basketball. Today, the Warriors are playing at the 76ers. What do you guys think about that one?
That's a good game.
I got Warriors.
Are you only saying that because they're the hottest team in the NBA right now?
Nah, because 76ers aren't better than them.
Oh, okay. Damn, Warriors and Suns are really keeping the same record. They both have 2-game winning streaks. They're both 21-4. They're both 0.840%. That's wild. I got Warriors.
Why?
I think they're the hottest team in the NBA right now.
Okay.
Nobody's knocking them off. They got a 2-game winning streak.
Except the Spurs.
If you want to
Why
be,
lose to the Spurs? Like, come on.
who's the hottest team in the NBA to you right now?
The Suns.
Suns.
Ooh,
Literally
ooh.
so hot.
So we talked about this.
Ooh.
Did we talk about this on Wax?
Nah,
How the hottest team
because
thing?
somebody wasn't here last week.
How did we get on this end? Was it outside?
I mentioned it in chat. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it got brought up. So we were talking about the hottest team or whatever, and Roy's definition of the Suns being the hottest team was because
Everyone's definition. but
man,
you.
stop trying to get validation. Stand
I'm
on your
just saying.
own.
Like,
Okay.
Your
I'm talking about your
thought process
opinion.
of it doesn't make sense.
Can I talk about your opinion, please?
Okay.
Okay. So Roy's opinion was the Suns are the best, like hottest team in the NBA right now because they had the winning streak, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So right
They
now,
had the biggest winning streak.
okay. So yeah, he said that. So anyway, what's the next pick'em? I'm not gonna do this. I see where you're going with this.
No, I mean that's
They had the biggest winning streak.
yeah, because at that point, this what do you call it? Warriors had like a 7-game win streak, but
Mhm.
the Suns were on a 15-game win streak.
So it doesn't matter who has the longest winning streak.
The team with the biggest the active win streak is the hottest team in my opinion.
So they're Jazz the hottest streak because they have a 6-game winning streak right now.
Is that the biggest win streak?
Yeah.
Then yes,
But you said the Suns were though. Remember?
the Suns are always hot. They're the Suns.
So now you're changing it.
No, I'm keeping to my
He's
original thought.
folding.
I'm keeping. How am
Anyway,
I phone if I'm keeping to my
Who's
original
the hottest
thought?
team in the NBA right now?
Who has the biggest win streak?
Oh, so now you're switching because you said a team. Now you're saying, wait,
I
I,
don't know,
need to
the
look at the
hottest.
numbers. I don't
What?
know the hottest. The hottest.
Damn.
Your thing's not working.
How come this
All
ain't
right,
working?
what's the next game?
Damn.
This guy's a clown.
Next game we got tomorrow is Timberwolves at Trailblazers.
I got the Blazers. Timberwolves are a joke.
Yeah, they're the Blazers.
They need a
I had
better.
to think for a second because I was thinking Grizzlies.
They need.
yeah.
They need a better big man.
They need a better team.
But yeah, I think. Who do you got? We never asked Victor who he has.
I'm gonna go with the Blazers there too. I was looking tomorrow. There's not a whole bunch of great ones tomorrow.
You know who has to be the most frustrated player right now? I think Dame Lillard. Because like he says he wants to stay.
He's still going.
Yeah.
He's heard it.
He says he wants to stay long term. The new management or whatever say they want to keep him long term, but everybody's like, CJ got hurt. That's why he wants to stay. That's why it's inevitable. But come summer, he'll be gone. Like, bruh, he says he wants to stay.
I don't.
I'm gonna take him at his word.
Yeah, I'll take him at his word, but it's just. I have no doubt that he has that thought right now.
I'm sure everybody
That-
has thoughts.
That doesn't mean in the summer, or like if this year is a total failure, that it can be like I just don't have a chance to
What's
win
a
here.
total failure?
Not even make the playoffs.
I mean, he's been there before, and then CJ's hurt, so he has an excuse as to why they didn't make it. So it's not like
I just think he's too late in his career to be in building phases for a team.
Yet here he is.
That's my point. Like,
But yeah, I don't think he's gonna go anywhere based off of what he's been talking about. He'll probably. I think he'll retire there.
You think so?
Yeah, at this point. What else is there, bro?
Yeah. I mean, he did say he's one of the few that talked about for him, it's money over championships.
Yeah, we talked about that when he signed his
When he said that.
new contract.
Because he's like,
I'm like, all right, bro.
I might have zero. He didn't say zero, but he basically said, you're gonna have zero. I got 40 mil at 30 or something.
Like that's such a gaslighting statement. Like, bro, we're talking about basketball right now. Jeremy Hill would have a field day with that statement.
And it's like, you can't tell me you're not gonna have 40 mil at 30 in another team that can win.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a max player over there. I don't understand. But
Canada does money. No, Portland does money different.
Yeah, I guess there's less taxes. But and then switching to football.
You got any picks?
You got football picks?
Yeah, I was looking at some games tomorrow.
Feels like the Cowboys ain't played in forever, right?
Yeah, they played on a Thursday, so they got like 3 extra days to
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Well, remember they did 3 games in 11 days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
Tough schedule.
That's a tough,
tough schedule. Okay.
No, that is, bro. Like 3 games in 11 days. That's tough.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow though, we're looking
we
at
got Washington.
Y'all got the Cowboys at Washington. Who y'all got?
Cowboys. This dude's gonna say Washington. Who do you got?
Let's see. Who got the best streak here? Crunching the numbers. Who's injured? Cowboy. Y'all are Cowboy fans, so
Yeah, we're Cowboys fans.
anybody coming back? Anybody out right now? Do y'all still got COVID? Anybody back from COVID? Head coach
The
don't
is
really
back.
coach don't really do anything.
He
So
back.
any major players back from COVID, or any major players out because of COVID? You got Lawrence back, right?
Yeah, I know that he's supposed to be back.
Yeah, and then Cooper's back.
Pretty
Okay,
much all
okay.
the receivers are good now.
You got your
Lamb's
receivers.
back.
You got any runners? You got some runners, so it's balanced again. Because Roy said y'all can't win
Pollard
if
Well,
it's not
yeah.
balanced.
The what do you call it? Zeke is still.
He's still playing. He's not injured, right?
He's not injured, but he has a strain, and he said that he's gonna play through it unless the coach drags him off the field. That's what he said.
Everybody want to be Baker.
That's what they said. That's what he said. So that's why he got injured. What, 5th week, 6th week? That's why you see a drastic play difference from the weeks to like the recent couple weeks.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's not like he's playing there. You can tell he's nursing that injury. But that's not a change. That's not a factor that changes the outcome.
Do you
for
take
me.
that into consideration when you like judge his performance this season?
Yeah, especially him. Like you see him after plays. Like he's like always like
Yeah.
that. Like you see him.
You don't think you're a hypocrite because Baker has like a shattered body and you judge him?
Not because I've judged Baker on healthy years
Okay.
and he
I
sucks.
got Dallas. What's the next team?
We also
Called you a
got
hypocrite.
Ravens at Browns tomorrow.
Oh, looky. Who you got?
I got the Browns.
He hates Lamar. He hates Baker. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And you're gonna pick the Browns.
I'll pick the Browns.
That's hilarious.
They're due for a win.
Oh, I said didn't I say that for that one team? And I was right on accident.
Do you have details?
I forgot what team that was.
It sounds made up.
It wasn't them.
No details.
We did a pick 'em, and that was my reason. But yeah,
Sounds
I got
made up.
Ravens. Ravens are gonna like. I think Ravens are gonna get to the Super Bowl this season.
I could see it. I got the Ravens too.
Idiot. I don't know why you don't have the Ravens.
Baker's gonna win the same way Mac Jones won in Buffalo.
Oh, there's gonna be snow.
No, he's gonna win the same way.
Is there gonna be snow?
No,
Oh,
but Baker can't throw like Mac couldn't that game.
because of the snow.
No, Baker just can't throw.
I forgot to talk about that. So that game, the Patriots versus the Bills. Are you shitting on Mac for not throwing as much?
No,
It doesn't make sense. Like it's a blizzard or whatever.
no,
They
it's just
can't
no. I'm
throw in
shitting.
that weather.
No, I'm shitting on the commentary after. Like they're like, Mac beat Allen. Mac threw 3 passes. He didn't beat Allen. The team did. The Patriots beat Buffalo
I mean, he's the quarterback
with 3 pass attempts.
who had a better passing efficiency.
Passing efficiency. Allen.
How many? Didn't he get an interception or something?
I don't remember.
But yeah, I don't understand why they were like getting upset with him. Like, if you look at the weather,
No, I'm not. I wasn't upset with him because
it calls for running.
That's the way you should have played the
Yeah,
game.
it doesn't make
But
sense.
you can't tell me for people saying that Mac outperformed Allen that game.
I mean,
there was no there was very little performance from Mac.
Who touches the ball first? When you say Hut, Mac has the ball. He has to hand it off.
The center actually touches it the most.
When you say Hut, I said when you say Hut.
The center has it the most.
Who touches the ball when you say Hut?
He has the ball. Then you say Hut and give it to him.
That's what I said.
So the center has it first.
Quarterback has the ball. He has
center has it first.
Quarterback has to get that ball to the guy to run. So
you don't want to be literal. You just want to.
I was literal. I said Hut.
Yeah, but the center has the ball at Hut.
Anyway, what's the next game?
We also are looking at Bills at Buccaneers tomorrow.
That's a good game.
Oh, I got.
It's
Bucks.
at Tampa, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be at Tampa, so none of that crazy weather.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Tampa. I'm gonna do Buffalo.
You're gonna do Buffalo?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter where it's at because like Tom Brady's good in any condition. So yeah, I got Buccaneers. Allen's having a rough patch right now. It's being exposed. But
he has a lot of injuries on his team.
Whatever you want to say. But yeah. So
anything else?
Let's do the Monday night game. On Monday, it's the last one we're looking at. Rams at Cardinals.
Ooh, Rams at Cardinals. I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Are Cardinals 100% healthy? I know Murray's back. Is Hopkins back? I think so, right?
Team, damn.
You asked injuries on the last one.
It was for real.
I don't know about Hopkins. Let me look him up.
I'm gonna go Cardinals. I think Rams are still getting everything together. They're still trying to click. They have a lot of big pieces that are trying to be integrated. So I don't think they get it together this game.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Of course you will.
Looks like Hopkins back. I'm gonna go with Cardinals.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Rams. They're due for an upset.
You can't say that for 2 teams in the same day. That can only be used personally.
One's due for a win and one's due for an upset.
Which is a win, right?
Yeah, but an upset's different.
But it leads to a win. I hate this guy. But yeah, before you wrap up, the Travis Scott, what do you want to call it? I don't know. I don't want to be like insensitive.
The Travis Scott
saga? Is that like insensitive?
Travis Scott incident? I don't know.
So
saga, yeah.
With the Travis Scott concert that ended in several people losing their lives, I think they're up to 12 now. I've been following it a little bit. He tried to pay for their funeral, but they rejected him. And then he went on it wasn't really a Charlemagne show, but he sat down with Charlemagne to talk about his feelings, I guess.
Go to? That's where Kanye went too.
Yeah, it's awkward. I don't really think Charlemagne's that great at interviewing people, but he's okay.
I think the way he did it with Kanye, it's gonna like people in the music industry will go there because Charlemagne, he does well at asking a good question, but not letting them answer fully, and he leads them to good answers. Not good answer. He leads them to answers. They're not bad.
I guess the best question that he had, he kind of like set him up a little bit, like how you feel, and then Travis Scott I felt like Travis Scott was media trained for this whole interview. But it was like he had it pre-ready to what he was going to say.
He definitely had the questions pre-screened for the most part.
Yeah,
and then the whole demeanor of Travis Scott seemed pretty comfortable just there in the chair. And then I watched the whole interview.
Yeah,
and I was talking to my friend. I'm like, the question that you literally see that frustrated Travis the most was when he said, when Charlemagne brought up Kylie and his relationship.
Yeah,
that's when he seemed the most mad, but not about everything else. But that question, he's like, man, I don't care what those. Like he literally cussed. That's the only time he cussed. He said,
Yeah.
"I don't give a fuck about the news or the papers or something like that."
Yeah. It's so there was that part, and then the other part where he kind of like set him up a little bit, where he asked him how he was, and then Travis was like, "I've been in the house all day, like weeks and stuff." He was like, "I saw you
Yeah,
on the golf course
Michael
with
Jordan."
Michael Jordan."
And then
He was
he's
like,
"I just needed some."
he was like, "Oh, goddamn, moral
just-
support."
Yeah, he's like, "I need some more support." And
I'm
then,
like,
and then he's like, a fan was there to ask for a picture.
bruh, honestly, I don't think Travis did anything wrong. It may sound bad, but I don't see what he did wrong. He gave a performance. He didn't do the mosh pit thing there, so people passed away. Unfortunate, but it was an accident.
But this interview didn't help that.
No, it definitely
He-
didn't.
He redirected a lot of the questions to, "I'm here for the community."
Yeah.
Like, bro, okay, we get it. Like, answer the question.
I feel like he's forcing himself to feel sad or feel an
Yes.
emotion that he doesn't have.
I'm not saying he should or shouldn't have, but a big takeaway that people can see when he asked about whose fault is it, and
Yeah.
and all that, he completely deflected the question from the team, from the event, and he put it on the industry.
Yeah.
Because he's like, "It's not my show, it's the industry that we gotta be safer." So he completely
It was like a generic answer.
Yeah, but like he took away accountability, not even from him, but from the team.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me. I'm not talking about Travis here, but you can't tell me that there's retrospect, of course, hindsight's 2020, but you can't tell me there's nothing they could have done to run the actual event better. You can't tell me that.
What could they have done? It's a concert. You get up, you're celebrating, you're having fun. It seems safe until somebody passed away. Like, what do you think they could have done?
To me, what they could have done is actually stop the show instead of telling Travis. Because they told Travis something was going on before Drake came on.
Okay.
And then he's like, "After Drake, we're stopping the show."
Okay.
That's what Travis said.
Were they saying people were dying? Did they say, "Hey, we have some people that are like
No, Travis said
fainting"?
he didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
But I'm not saying it's Travis' fault. I'm
Yeah.
saying that at that point, it's first of all, as an artist, as I think Travis Scott's an artist, he
Yeah.
should have known this. If you're at a point where they're telling you stop the show, something's fucking wrong.
But I mean, it depends. Like, if I need to know what stop, because if I'm an artist and I'm performing, they say, "Hey, we need to stop the show."
Bro,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
need
stop a show for little reasons.
I need to know why. Like, if somebody just fainted,
Well, that's on Travis then.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
you're saying you don't want to hold him accountable. He's not accountable, but you're saying that's on him to say, "Why are we stopping after
yeah,
Drake?"
because you act like they said, "Hey, Travis, somebody's dying. Stop the show."
I'm not saying that.
You just said that. You're like,
I'm
not
saying
holding
they
him
told
accountable.
No, I'm not holding him accountable because from what he said, they told him after Drake, we're stopping the show.
Okay.
Okay. Whoever that was in the decision, blah, 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 at that point, they knew something was wrong. They should have stopped the show.
But they didn't know specifically.
How do you know? We don't know.
Well, okay, assuming
something was big enough for them to say we're going to stop the show.
Right, but we don't know specifically what it was, and I'm going to assume it wasn't that they were dying.
I tell you, these multi-million-dollar shows, they're not going to stop for no reason. So for them to already have some type of level for them to say we're going to stop it early, they knew something was going on. I'm not saying what.
And did they say, "Hey, we need to stop the show soon," or they say we need to stop it right now? You know, did they say when they need to stop it?
Per Travis, he said after Drake, we're stopping the show.
So it didn't seem like it was a big deal.
To me, that's a big deal. You're stopping a multi-million-dollar show early. That's a big deal. Something's going on for you to stop a multi-million-dollar show early.
Right, but it wasn't something that was such a big deal that we need to stop it like at this very moment.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if first of all, this is all hypothetical because we don't know what info was said.
Yeah.
All we know is that there was knowledge of something big enough to tell Travis we're stopping early.
Right. But looking at the whole thing, like with him losing, I think it was his liquor, that endorsement he's starting to lose. Yeah, it was a hard seltzer line. They said it's on hold actually. It feels like they're trying to cancel him, and I don't feel like he should be canceled because he didn't do anything to like wrong, in my opinion. People passed away, and that's sad, but it's not like he was like, "Hey, that guy needs to die" or anything.
I think like there is a line. I think we're kind of seems like we're in agreement. He didn't do anything wrong, but that doesn't mean he could have done something better.
Sure, but
and I felt like
it's hard to say. Like you can say that, but what could
Yeah.
he have done?
because he even asked about the lights. I mean, he's like, I saw lights. Like
Yeah,
it's a show. I saw lights.
yeah, like dude, I'm on stage. It's a big
Yeah.
venue. It's not like I can point out and see exactly what's happening, especially with all the music and the stuff going on.
What'd you think of him asking the satanic stuff and all that?
I was like, bro, you know he's been doing that. He does it. Lil Uzi does it. It's part of his act. I don't understand why that's a big deal now. It feels like all the stuff that he does.
I mean, he asked because
they're kind of throwing it back at him.
That's a perception in the media right now.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but what'd you think of Travis' answer?
What was his answer?
I'm a man of God.
Oh, I mean that's generic.
Who's not going to say that?
Everybody's a man of God.
But he said
Marilyn
that, and
Manson's a man
and
of
then
God.
he's what did he say? He said a man of God first. He's like first and foremost man of God.
Of course.
And he says something like people don't understand art, something like that.
Yeah. And he was saying with the whole raging or whatever that he does, he said they didn't do it at that point, that night or whatever.
Yeah.
So I could understand, let's say they did rage and he's like encouraging them to do that and that happened. Then I'd have been like, okay, he's at fault here because it got out of hand. He shouldn't do that anymore. You see what I'm saying?
Kind of, yeah. But he can't expect people not to get. I don't know how rowdy or bad the crowd was.
Because you rage a lot,
but
right?
Since I wouldn't. Is mosh pit raging?
That's what I thought it was. What it was, mosh pitting.
Is that the hip hop term?
I didn't know it was called raging until the interview.
I didn't know it was called because when I go to the show, it's still mosh pit. It's still mosh pit.
Yeah.
So is that the hip hop term? I just don't know.
He even says in his song it's called mosh pit, but I guess Charlemagne was different.
So no, but the thing is, there's already like not like a knowledge, but it's already known that it's gonna happen.
What the mosh pit thing?
Raging, the raging. So
yeah.
So it's like he has to. He can't tell me he wouldn't expect it. Like we expect raging because it's already expected.
If he's
in
like
the crowd
encouraging it, yeah. But if he said that it didn't happen that night,
yeah. But it's just crazy that he didn't encourage it that night yet.
Yeah.
But he's done it lots of times. He can't say he hasn't.
Yeah.
Like encourage mosh pits and raging, and then like he went on Charlemagne and said this is a family event.
There was kids there. Technically, he wasn't lying.
No, it was open to all ages. Yes.
Okay.
But would you consider that an appropriate event to label a family event?
Astroworld?
Yeah.
Would I take my kids there? No.
So like,
but I'm a different parent. But I don't think his lyrics are that bad. Like I wouldn't take my kids.
It's not about lyrics. It's about
I would think so,
environment too.
I think so.
The environment has nothing to do with the decision than just the lyrics.
It's a Travis Scott concert. I think the artist itself depends on if I'm okay with my kid going there.
Okay, yeah, agree that the content of the artist.
Yeah.
But the environment doesn't play a role in if you're gonna take your kid or not.
If I know if they're doing the mosh pitting stuff, yes. I would still be okay with taking my kid there. I just would let them know don't do the mosh pitting. Or I would teach them not to do the mosh pitting. Like,
so you would, but as a parent, you would not be in certain areas then.
Yeah, basically. Okay. But nah, Travis Scott concert, I would let my kids go there.
You said you wouldn't.
I would let my kids go to an Astroworld concert. Yeah, I don't think
you just said as a parent you wouldn't.
Like to that one, I'm saying in general.
I mean, why would you go to that one? Like,
I don't see Travis Scott as like somebody where it's bad. Like it's a good place to go for a family event or whatever. I think it's family friendly. Yeah. Like the one chick where she pees on you, that one rocker girl, she peed on a fan. I wouldn't let my kids go there. I don't think that's a family event. We saw her cheeks and her inside liquids. So
it was dark. Did you really see it? Unless unless you saw the photos.
She was on stage.
But when you were there, like
she was on stage, it was well lit. And yeah,
spotlight.
It was so nasty. But yeah, I wouldn't let them go to like an Eminem concert. I don't think it's a family friendly thing.
Nice. I wouldn't go to it, but yeah.
Eminem's a foul mouthed man. So
and it's funny because there's certain like rock shows I would take my kids to, no problem. But certain artists, I know they create more an environment that's more unsafe than like other rockers.
Yeah,
like just say like a Slipknot or Korn. Like no, because those are pretty heavy crowds. Like those crowds, they get it going.
Yeah. So I could see Astroworld being a family like a friendly event.
So speaking of Astro, do you see how he completely ignored the question? Like, do you want to perform again?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, his answer was like, yeah, I'm fucking ready. But
Yeah.
he's like, out of respect, I'm gonna for the community.
You
I'm
were
like,
because you were talking about what was it? Coachella he's not doing, but you said ACL?
no, I just thought like a joke. Like, I'm pretty sure,
Okay.
like, because ACL.
I think it'll be a couple of years before well, not even a couple of years. Probably this time next year he'll probably be performing again. All right, I take that back. Probably after the court case is over, then he'll probably be back on stage. But I think they're trying to muzzle him. I don't think he should be muzzled in this fashion. Like, dude, he's showing contrition. Nothing's wrong here.
I think personal stock, like he doesn't have that kind of. He shouldn't have that. He shouldn't be liable.
Yeah,
but he should show some more. He should show better remorse. I think
he's trying,
but he's not doing it, bro.
No,
like, bro, this is so like. In school, I lost my homework, like making up an excuse.
Yeah,
like it's just so.
You saw the first attempt, the black and white Instagram,
Bro,
like my god, I feel so
like
bad.
Joe's kid, what happened?
But bro, I'm trying. I'm losing my life here.
Like it's just, I think like he just needs to do better at acting like the remorse.
He's trying. It's only getting worse. I think he just disappeared.
He needs a better acting team,
I think
acting coach or something.
He should just take a break from everything and step back. Like,
yeah,
just don't say anything.
Yeah, he does, and I thought that was he was doing, and I felt like,
and it was random that he did this interview.
I felt like this interview was a little premature. I feel like more of the case or the lawsuits should have been like not done with, but just more understanding of what's actually happening lawsuit wise or suit wise before he went on this. I honestly think this was a ploy to put him on there for the fan to see this, to kind of think, okay, well, we're not gonna sue or something.
They still suing.
I know,
but nah, I don't. This doesn't change anything.
Yeah, he definitely needs to take a little break.
Yeah,
let it die down.
But yeah, before we wrap up, one more thing: Delta 8. It gets you high. Victor, have you tried?
How do you know?
Have you tried Delta 8?
Yeah, I have tried some of the Delta 8 gummies.
Oh my god!
Some of the Delta 8 flour.
You tried? You tried more?
Yeah, I tried a little bit of each. I was a fan of the gummies. The guy at the shop told me, if you're used to the real thing, maybe these are for you. The actual, like the bud, it was all right. I've had some friends tell me it's what you'd call it, like diet weed, basically.
Man,
but the gummies?
Did the gummies get you high?
The gummies,
because this dude was messaging me, I'm gonna die.
I was scared. The next day I was nervous.
Yeah, man,
Bro.
the gummies will get you there. It's pretty much the same reaction.
Twice that I know of.
Yeah, the real weed and this one, I didn't see the difference. Like, I was like, what's happening? And I don't do weed a lot.
What was the other one? It was the dessert, right?
Oh yeah, but that one was cool. That was edible.
This dude messaged me. He's like, "Man, this shit's fake."
Yeah, that was
like 2 minutes later. I stood up. It's happening.
Yeah, that one was cool. I wasn't nervous with that one. It was I went to sleep. I woke up. It was regular.
Because you thought it was nothing, then you stood
up. That one was cool. It was a nice little night. But the other one where it was just like the vape or whatever, it was like a week. I felt weird. Like, it didn't feel right.
A week.
Yeah,
I was like, I felt like
about the vape then.
I felt like I was like dumb. I couldn't collect my brain. It was like brain fog for a while.
Like on a sedative for a week.
Yeah. But yeah, the Delta 8 thing. You remember the brand?
Yeah, I guess this is a free plug. CBDs are. That's where I got it from.
You remember the brand that they gave you though? Was it their brand?
Yeah, that was the shop. That's
crazy.
They have like some grower out in Oregon or whatever. Yeah.
Damn.
It sounded like the guy that was
from the source.
Yeah.
They hop on a plane.
Yeah. The one that I had was high on nutrition or high on nature or something like that. It was wild. But yeah, I definitely, if y'all like getting high legally, I guess try it. But yeah, it was crazy.
It's pretty crazy for a legal high.
Yeah,
it's pretty in Texas.
Yeah, I don't know about.
It's pretty weird.
I don't know why they said diet because I guess because I don't do it.
He's talking about the flower.
Yeah. Like if you were to,
But I don't do weed, so it was the same to me.
The gummy, right?
Yeah, the gummy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, before you wrap up, where can people check us out at?
Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Well, shout out everyone. Like, we got our Spotify rap in-year results. everything went up like a couple 100%. So shout out to everyone listening. Check
I
us
don't know
out.
any of this.
I showed you the stats, bro.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and then connect with us on IG and Facebook.
And don't forget where you listening. Don't forget to turn down the bass and turn up the mic.